It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Alongside Chris Singleton. So 2 down, and at the plate for Miami, Devin Brown. Swung on, belted. And that one is off the wall. Edwards coming home. The throw's offline, he's saved. And it's 1-0.
And that keeps his hitting streak going. He's making this look way easier than it is, Boog. Setting the record is hard enough, but to keep upping it every day like he is, I don't really know what to say anymore.
At this point, it honestly feels like it's never going to end. Absolutely remarkable. Runner breaks for third. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the inning, and here's the rookie catcher, number 17. On the line, base hit. Number 17 with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen.
Slides, but it gets by him. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here's Contreras now. Runner on the go. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Clearly right there trying to set themselves up for a big inning, trying to get 2 runners in the scoring position with nobody out. I mean, that could explode right here, but just didn't work right there. Thrown out at second base. They still got a chance though with this runner at third. Got to execute. Don't. Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
To the left side, but it is well foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field now.
And there's a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Go ahead run on base, and up to hit is Wilson Contreras.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
And here's the first baseman, Ben Rice. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. On the ground to second, might be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Francisco Alvarez getting ready to hit. Runners breaking for the plate. Squirts away a little bit. Out at the plate. He tries to steal home. Back at Citizens Bank Park. New inning getting started. And now the center fielder, Devin Brown. And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. His 90th home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 4-2.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Ferguson is just one strike away. Line drive, base hit. Throw into third. Tag, got him, and that's the ball game. Brown really excelled in this one and contributed. Devin Brown comes into this one fresh off of one down. And here is Devin Brown. Fouled off down the right side. Brown matched a homer in his last game. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. And now the lefty to third, might be two. Over to Martin. And that's two. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. David Fry. Swing and a base hit. And it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. Not stopping. He's going for 3.
All over that one right there. You often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
That's a hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball.
Base hit into the outfield. The throw home. It's off the mark and he scores. And a 2-1 ball game now. First and second, no outs at the plate. Francisco Alvarez. Runners on the move. And a base hit headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. We are tied at 2.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Sneaks through, base hit. Here comes Wilson Contreras. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Runner on the move in the dirt. And that's a stolen base, not even close. He reaches 40 stolen bases on this season with that bag.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today,
runner on the go again. That's to third. A dive. He's got it. The feed for 1. Save. In comes the run from second. And they lead by 2.
He timed the dive perfectly. Didn't feel like he had time to get up, so he throws from one knee. What an outstanding play to rob a base hit.
Base is empty, 1 away. So Harper stands in. Hit hard, base hit.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
That one fouled off. Romano, a former All-Star, 35 years old, and he was born in Canada. And that is out of play. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
In there safely.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of...
To third, tag, got him. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Moises Ballesteros. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive.
First and second, 2 outs. And now for the Phillies, Jacob Young. Swinging a ground ball, and no one can get there. Coming home. He'll score. And they hold the runner at third. Potential tying run 90 feet away now. 2 outs. Bases full. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. And this one is over. What a play to end the game.
Wow, if he misses that ball with the winning run on base, they probably score and walk it off.
Devin Brown comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. So 2 down, Devin Brown, the next up for the Marlins. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field. Well, tack one more game onto his hitting streak, Boog. Every day, this guy just keeps making his record harder and harder to reach. I still can't believe what he's doing.
Yeah, neither can I. Runner on the go in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Runner goes again. Up the middle. Martin. In plenty of time to first. And now it's the veteran outfielder, Jake Fraley. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And it gets by him. Coming home. He will score. Throw cut off to third. The tag out. 1 out, bases empty. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. And it is gone. So he goes the opposite way with that one. His second home run of the series. And they add on. It's 4-1.
His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
Up the middle. That's a base hit. Two outs, base is empty. Well struck right field. That one's deep. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So 1 out, nobody on. Here comes Bryce Harper. Into center and a base hit. So bases loaded with 1 away. Brown now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Line drive, base hit. In comes the runner from third, and they're up by 4. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded, and still only 1 away. Here's Contreras now. That is ball 4, and that'll bring home a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carrying, gone. Big time blast, a grand slam. He'll circle the bases. His 11th of the year. It's 10-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you... Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 11-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Popped in the air. Left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Runner scores from second as they get one back. It's an RBI single. It's 11-. So bases all loaded up. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner. 1 strike away. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins slug their way to a win in this one. Brown was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. 4 hits, 2 of them leaving the yard.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up.
Devin Brown, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. Top of the 2nd, and now for the Marlins, Devin Brown. Eflin back to work. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
And that keeps his hitting streak going. He's making this look way easier than it is, Boog. Setting the record is hard enough, but to keep upping it every day like he is, I don't really know what to say anymore.
At this point, it honestly feels like it's never. Runner takes off on the ground. Fry to first. 1 out in the 2nd.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Runner takes off. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And that one is lifted in the air. Smith has this one sized up. Makes the grab. 2 down. One down. Now it's the second baseman. And that's a base hit.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And there's a base hit, and they have their first hit since the 2nd inning. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. And he deals. Ground ball up the middle. Turner fired to second. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
One down. Next to hit, Pavin Smith. That smash towards center. Brown makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. Oh, that insurance run in the bottom of the 8th inning was so good to add on, especially with this power hitter at the plate.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 3-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
We all saw his hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? Nick York, the next up for the Marlins. This could end it. Line drive, that's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. And up next for Miami, Miguel Blaze. Kirkering is just 1 strike away. Towards first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Brown with a valiant job in defeat. Put together 3 hits.